Process costing or continuous costing denotes the finished product of one process becomes the raw material for the subsequent process. Here we have the meaning and definition. Process costing denotes the conversion of raw materials that passes through different stages of production before it becomes a finished product. Here they are given that product A passes through three distinct processes. So this denotes that you have to prepare process 1, process 2 and process 3. Total production overheads it denotes the indirect expenses. During the period where rupees 6,000, it is to be apportioned to different process on the basis of 150% of direct labor. Apportion means you have to divide this 6,000 based on direct labor with 150% of these expenses. So when you divide, that is when you calculate 1500 into 150, 1600 into 150 and 900 into 150, the total value should come to rupees 6,000. They have also given that there was no opening or closing stock. This denotes that the sum doesn't have any opening or closing stock. Production during the period was 200 units. When they have given you the production in units, you have to find out cost per unit for all your expenses. So this is the first sum. Process costing, it resembles your profit and loss account. On the left hand side you will be writing the expenses, and the right hand side you will be writing the transfers, the total amount to be transferred to the next process. First they have given the direct material. We are writing the amount 4,000. Next we have to find out the cost per unit for 200 units. First we write the amount of all the expenses, then we have to divide it by 200. So 4,000 divided by 200, you will get 20.00. Direct labor 1,500 divided by 200, you will get 7.50. The two direct expenses 650 divided by 200, you will be getting 3.25. This 200 denotes the production that is being taken for 200 units. So we have to calculate the production overheads. So the production overheads we have to calculate 150% of direct labor production. That is, for process 1, direct labor is 1,500. Direct labor value they are given as 1,500. So we are finding out rupees 1,500 into 150%. This percentage I am writing as 150 divided by 100. I am getting rupees 2,250. This is the production overhead for process 1. So I have written the calculated value. Working 1, 2,250 divided by 200, I'll get 11.25. I am adding up all the values and I'm getting 8,400 as the amount, and cost per unit values for 8,400 is 42.20. This value I am transferring it to process 2. So in my credit side I'll be writing 8,400 and 42.00. This is transferred to my second process, that is process 2. So first I am writing the transferred value from process 1. Here I am writing by transfer to process 2 account, and in process 2 account I will be writing it as to transfer from process 1. 8,400, 42.22. To direct material 600, 3.00. That is 8,400 divided by 200, 600 divided by 200, I will get 3. direct labor 1600 divided by 200, I'll get 8.00. To direct expenses 400 divided by 200, I'll get 2.00. Next I have to find out the production overheads using direct labor value. Production overhead is 150 of direct labor production. So process 2 direct labor value is 1600, 150% of which is rupees 2400. So now I write the calculated value 2400 divided by 200, I get, so 2400 divided by 200, I get 12.00. Now I add up all the amount, I am getting 13,400, and I add up all the cost per unit values, I get 67.00. This I'll be transferring to the credit side, and I'll write it as to transfer to process 3 account 13,400 and 67.00 is my cost per unit. So for the next process, I'll be writing it as process 3. So we do the same thing for the third process also. So for the third process, they are given only direct material and direct labor. We write the values, and for production overheads, we calculate it with 150%. Direct labor is 900, 150% you get 1350. So we write it down there, and the total value for process 3 is 16,200, and the cost per unit is 81.00. That we transfer to the credit side, but this time we write it as by finished stock account, because they have informed us that the production involves only 3 processes. So the end you will write it as by finished stock account, 16,200 and 81 cost per unit. Now, in order to check whether the calculated values are correct, you have to total up 2,250 plus 2,400 plus 1,350. You should get 6,000. So that denotes the total production overheads during the period where rupees 6,000.